the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Pulled in at the 24. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Now they'll run it on the toss. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And down to the 28-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Malik Jackson able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Newton. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. They give it to Anderson. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And, it'll be intercepted. A.J. Bournier with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now Leonard Fournette, room past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. He bowls over. Fournette loses it. It's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It's always a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Lucy.
On first down, Bortles. And he loses the football a second time. And the Panthers have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run Anderson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. So a turnover-filled first quarter of play comes to an end. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. He'll get it up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding the ball when you run it. It's all the other things that you do. Is it in the proper arm? Meaning the sideline is protecting you. Are you dipping a shoulder to protect the ball as well? And obviously the 4 points of pressure to make sure it's tucked firmly against your body so people can't pop it out.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Mario Addison. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Lucy.
On second down, here's Bortles. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Bortles going to try and throw on third down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offside's easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Bortles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now running right through it. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
And the Panthers coming out now. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, we got a second here, Charles. Let's look back to some of those crazy finishes in Week 7 of the NFL last week. I mean, it seemed like every game had a wild finish.
It certainly did. Dallas, Washington, Brett Maher off the upright from 52 yards following a questionable penalty against his long snapper that moved the ball back 5 yards. How about Cleveland, Tampa Bay? Cleveland claws his way back in, and then Tampa Bay wins the ball game with Chandler Catanzaro kicking the big field goal from 59 yards in overtime. Remember, he missed a 40-yarder in regulation. Justin Tucker missed an extra point. That's the headlines in and of itself. His
touchdown, Carolina! A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, good hurdle. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to bounce that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose. And I think the offense is going to keep possession. Yes, they are, but they're backed up now at their own 2-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. From his end zone, it's Bortles on 3rd and long. He's going to go for a big into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He tried to heave it from his own end zone, and the danger, it reared its ugly head.
We have seen those plays work out successfully before. You take the shot, try and gain some yardage. Sometimes you fool them. Not in this case, though. Tried to get it deep downfield. Gets it picked off.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. Spinning away. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Fighting through pressure, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before the break. Newton. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's rock now. Express! Do some!
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
20.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got room. McCaffrey with a first down and more. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's going to get it running right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Now Newton on third and goal. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Barry Church. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On first down, it's Newton. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Calais Campbell able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. To throw on second down is Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Newton on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On first down, Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Hey, hey. 20.
From the red zone now, Newton. Buying time to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Here's Bortles to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
380. 380. Hey, 54, Ricky. 387.
Now Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Hey, spread left. Spread left.
Here we go on 4th down with Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
372.
From midfield, here's Bortles. And he's got some space here. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose. But they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but then ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Oh, he's got some room. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this. So Carolina keeps the ball. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Set, 180.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
Newton on 1st down. And right with it here over the middle. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jarius Wright, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. A dump off to Anderson. Well, he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. C.J. Anderson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it.
Oh, they're on him too quickly back there, and it's blocked. And the Panthers in for the score.
And you don't see this one very often, but that one was blocked, deflected, whatever you want to call it, and they were able to pick it up and advance it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And as a punter, with the heels of your shoes in the back of that end zone, tough spot to be in. The nightmare scenario plays out. Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead will swell by one more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. Stepping up, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control.
And now he's at that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he's to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
No, she's singing. She's
on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he's just saying something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
This one taken from the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now out come the Jags. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 37. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Mario Addison in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. Looking deep downfield. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw, it's Bortles. Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now a first down throw for Newton. He's going to let it go deep for the end and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, or what have you, huh?
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Newton's going to throw it. He's going to go deep for Funchess. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Set. 180. Great, great. Great, great. White in 3.
2nd and 10, Newton again. He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Barry Church. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.